Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Whether you are trying to lose weight or training at the gym or have even just been interested in health in general, you have heard about metabolism and how it slows down as you age, and maybe even heard that a fast metabolism is better. We are exploring more about that with a health coach today. And learning more about his 21-day metabolism reset, Adam Wright is here with us. Adam, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me all about this 21-day reset. Let's start there. Okay. What is it exactly?
So it's a period of time where I send out, well, it's like a course, 21-day course, where I send out nightly emails discussing certain topics that you would read and then try to implement my suggestions on the next day regarding aspects of your metabolism. So food, obviously, movement, exercise, stress, a bunch of different things.
Okay, so we hear that your metabolism slows down as you age. Is that true, and can you change it? Can you control it?
Well, yes, and it's not really a matter of whether you speed up or slow it down. You want to have it optimized so that it's functioning the right way at the right speed for you at the right time. So if you wake up and you have this big thing to do, you want to have energy to go and do it, not be all sluggish and tired. But if you're time for bed, you don't want to be revved up to go and do something. You want to be calming down for bed. So it's about optimizing your metabolism so that you can be as efficient and as effective as you need to be for whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay,
that's one of the things you have in there in your 21-day reset is talking about how it needs to be optimized metabolism, not a fast metabolism per se.
No, fast can be part of it. I mean, that's just one word people use when they're burning a lot of calories and they're staying trim. I've got a fast metabolism. Well, really, you have an optimized metabolism. It's working properly.
Okay, but that properly means different things for different people, right?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so if I eat now, for example, and in 3 hours from now I'm hungry again, okay, and that works, is that fast? Is that optimized? How do you know? So, I guess my question is, how do you know if it's optimized for you, and how do you know if it's working for you?
If you eat a meal and you're hungry again in a couple hours, it's probably not optimized.
Really?
Yeah. And now a lot of people in our society, they're used to eating in such a way that, without going into too much science here, your blood sugar will drop after a meal because of what you ate. And so consequently, for survival purposes, you get cravings to eat again to bring your blood sugar back up. So then you go back and eat some more food again. But if you would have eaten a certain type of food with the right amount or quantity of it, then that dip in blood sugar would have been less likely to have happened, and you're good to go for 4, 6, 8 hours without eating. So.
Okay, so
food, what you eat does play a role.
It's the type of food and the amount of food then, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me an example of what should someone do, what should someone eat to help optimize their metabolism?
Okay. Perfect example. Somebody asked me about bananas today. I said, why do you suggest not eating bananas? I'm like, well, it's not that bananas are bad, but the sugar content of a banana overrides or overloads the benefits of the nutrients of the banana. So all that sugar, it's glucose, right? You eat the banana, your body breaks it down into glucose. That goes into your blood. What your body needs to use right then and there, it does use. The rest, insulin is secreted to put it into your muscles and liver for later use. But by doing that, by having the insulin come out, you're lowering all the blood sugar in your blood, not just from the banana. So now you have an energy dip, and now you're hungry again because your blood sugar went down. But if you would have had an avocado, for example, which by the way is higher in potassium than a banana, you wouldn't have that blood sugar dip, so you'd have more of a steady release of energy throughout the day. So eating more fat, less carbs, again, the healthy options will help you with a sustained energy, have sustained energy for hours on end.
Okay, so that's key, is the healthy option. The avocado is a healthy fat. So you suggest if I work out before I come to work and I have a protein shake, put an avocado in there, not a banana, because of the sugar levels. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So if someone is interested in doing this, another thing I read is that the 21-day reset, you suggest start when it works for you.
When it's convenient for you,
when it's convenient.
I mean, if you know you have this big holiday or a cruise vacation coming up or a birthday party where you're going to go ahead and indulge in things you wouldn't normally do, I don't want that to make you not excited or committed to living or making these changes. So I would wait till you're not going to be in that type of a situation. Usually it takes a week, and once you've been doing it for a week, you're in this groove, you're wanting to keep going. But if in the second day of the reset, you've got a party to go to and there's all this cake and ice cream that you want to eat, that might just make you not very excited about sticking with it. So.
And then you already have that habit. If you start at the beginning of the week, the beginning of the month, or at least a week before you go on vacation, you're already in the in the habit of making the right choices.
Yeah, I mean, my family and I, we went on a cruise in July, and I ate healthy options because of where I put my mind and everything recently. But in the past, I mean, I had, you know, memories of, oh, I want more of this, more of that, more of this. Like, no, I don't really need it. That's just habit. And then the cravings weren't that bad. So.
Do you have any tips? I mean, how do you do that when you're there on vacation with your family? You see all the good stuff, all of the sweets and the donuts and everything else. How do you keep yourself on track to make the right choices?
Well, I think that's different for everybody, right? But what worked for me was adapting to becoming what's called fat adapted, right? Where your body gets really good at consuming and using fat for fuel, so that seeing those carby foods don't create much of a longing for me. I don't need them as much, right? So when I'm presented in front of those choices, they don't tempt me as they used to. So, but I took some doing at first to get shifted over from a carb or a sugar burner, if you will, to a fat burner.
Adam, if people are interested in getting in touch with you about the 21-day reset, how can they do that?
So they can go to my website, rightfitnessandnutrition.com.
Okay.
And look at it there, and there's a way to contact me on there as well.
All right. Adam, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.